Now as we get closer to Samhain, the veil gets thinner between the worlds. This means we can greater communicate with our ancestors. And I feel like this message for you is about a message from your ancestors that they want to tell you at this time. Now, it makes it sound like your ancestors are these profound, like enlightened beings. Not necessarily. And we can connect with the shadow qualities as well as the qualities of your ancestors. So, but what we want to intend with this reading is what are the qualities of your ancestors that are coming through at this time, that could be bringing a message for you. It could be to illuminate something in your life, or it might just be to like say you're doing great, or for some it might even be to recognize an attribute or something within yourself that is rising. So this could be like a characteristic that is aligned with your ancestors. This could even be figuring out your purpose or what you want to do in your life that could be linked to something that is in your bloodline or in your ancestral line. So let's get into this now. I'm using the Earth and Bone Oracle because I think I've said this before in a different video. They really do resonate with this time of year, with that transformation and honour as well. We have Serpent, number 32. So snakes could be significant to you. Maybe you've recently brought a snake or got a snake as a pet, or you've been thinking about that, or that's on your mind at the moment, or you recently held a snake, something about that. We have rebirth, unconventionality, non-conformity. So what I'm getting straight away from there is somebody had ancestors that were maybe a little bit like hobos or travellers. There may be something where they didn't really stay in settlements. They kind of travelled around. Now this is making me think of like the cedar, and with the Norse pagans that would have followed Freya's word and taken prophecy to different towns and villages, bringing medicine, prophecy, all that kind of thing. There's beliefs as well around like Jesus and Mary, bringing that too. So there's a lot of, take it how it resonates with you, but there's something about this moving from place to place, maybe bringing prophecy. So I feel like you do have quite a mystical energy, a mystical vibe to you that you're kind of bringing forward into your life. This is like starting to become more prominent to you. You're actually being more comfortable with being unconventional. I feel like maybe when you were younger, you felt like you had to conform to some kind of way, or some kind of, maybe you went down the line of doing the same kind of work that your parents did, you know, stuff like that. So like, you know, if your mom was a nurse, you may have gone into nursing, but then as you've gotten older, you don't agree with a lot of the things, maybe the politics of being in that environment, and you want to get more into herbal medicine. There's something like that. So I hope that makes sense. Let's get into the runes and see what they are telling us on this and why it's coming through for you today. So Willow, so you made an intention recently, and this could have been around the new moon that you made this intention. Your intention is to really bring forward that very strong character within you that perhaps has been hidden, where you are kind of going against the grain a little bit, not following conformity, not becoming what you think you have to be or should be. Sorry, I can't see the runes and the cards. There's a kitten on it. Now, there's something about this skull with, it looks like the snake is going over its mouth, but you know what snakes are like. They're going to move, slither away. So there's something about releasing the throat chakra here and like allowing yourself to be expressive in a way of like, I'm comfortable with non-conformity. I'm comfortable with being an unconventional person. Now, for some of you, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. So it's like you're kind of at a crossroads with this, because you might still be showing up as that conforming person to some circles in your life, but then in other ways, you're completely different. So you might say that you could take two people out of your life and they would say completely different things about you, or they would view you in different ways. So you're a very interesting person in that way. I feel like you can be a bit of a chameleon in social situations. Like you could be the life and soul of the party in one area, but then in another area, you would be quite reserved and quiet. But Carno is a good sign here because it does show rebirth. It means rebirth or birth. it actually is connected to the birch goddess, and this to me is all about so like silver birches are about that cleansing energy, feeling nurtured as well. So this actually resonates with the kind of ancestral, like a grandmother, and I am picking up a lot of feminine, powerful energy. It doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't affect that. It's more about this ancestor is coming through with a real deep feminine, kind of a matriarchal type of energy that wants to help you to be okay with, it's okay not to conform, it's okay to be your own thing. And I feel like there may be something that you find or something that you know of in your family line where there could be like a medical book, or like, I'm really on this with the herbal thing. It's like learning about herbal medicine, or something that a female ancestor used to do. For some of you, actually, you found a recipe book. I feel like you found a recipe book that could have belonged to your grandmother or your great-grandmother, or it's been passed down from generation to generation. This could be something to do with Christmas, so that might be like making a Christmas cake or something like that. But it's special. It's very special. And the way that the grandmother used to do it was in a very special way, or she had her very own secret ingredient. So I see you doing something like that over this period. So between Samhain and Yule, I can see you really working more consciously in the home. So even though I said before, like this ancestor feels like they travelled around a little bit, they did used to love cooking though. They'd make really nice foods, or they would be quite, they said spicy then, but they'd just try things out. And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. But you do get cold feet every now and then, or you get itchy feet and you want to go around and do different things. So when you're getting that calling, honour it, accept it, yeah? Even if you're super busy, we can, you know, we make time for the things that we really want, don't we? Think about that. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. So hear this ancestor, let them get into you. Allow them to show you where this door is, because this is going to fulfill you in a way that I feel you've been looking for fulfillment in other areas or in other ways, and it's not been fulfilling. It's been more of a dopamine hit, a quick fix, an oxytocin type of feeling, but it's temporary. Whereas this is more, it really gets you deep. Another reason the serpent is there is could be around Kundalini rising, so getting the snake coiled in Muladhara to really start to rise now up into your energy centres. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex, so you could be enjoying time with friends as well as maybe even a best friend. And stalk, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. It's all coming. And it's because you're allowing yourself to be your unconventional self. You're not keeping yourself stuck in a space of like, I must be like this, or I have to be like this. You're broadband through all the people in your life now, not being this for this person or that for that person. This is just what I am, and this is how I am. But you're getting deeper into moving away from conformity, moving more into, I'm going to express myself in this way. I'm going to get into the tarot cards, because hopefully if you're still watching this and this resonates with you, you've already got an idea maybe of who this ancestor is, or you've already been picking up on these vibes. You might be expressing yourself differently as well, or wearing different clothes, just becoming more comfortable in your skin, in yourself. Now the Four of Pentacles is showing up because you might want to just keep some things to yourself though still at this time. That doesn't mean that you're not being authentic. It doesn't mean that you're hiding anything. It just means that you're going through a process of integrating this energy. And that may take time. You may feel tired, or you may feel sadness every now and then. You might even feel anger, actually. There may be some like feelings of real rage or anger coming through. But just know that between the 11th and the 13th of November, you are going to be going through the transition. So you'll have come out of the birthing canal, if you like, and into this new energy. And I've got the Knight of the Cups on the bottom there, this is a creative outlet. This is actually going to expose you to, it could be romantic as well, but it feels more like a creativity. It's going to show you something. So I feel like this ancestor wants to teach you something of olden ways that is coming back now, that is relevant, and you can be the channel to bring it to the people, if you like, You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you know what's really interesting about this card? The poppies.